Hey guys, it's been some time since I last did a video and an update, so I figured, might as well do one now. It's a good time. Blu-ray, DVD, and some comics. So I went to the Bakersfield Comic Con last month. Let me start though. I'm gonna plug this in my computer, and then I'll there. So, my comics here, graphic novels, Meteor Men, and Outpost Zero. This is interesting, sort of sci-fi. That's not a sci-fi for definitely. I can definitely cover that. The robot type character there. And this is, I'm not even sure. I mean, this involves a meteor shower, so might be sci-fi issues. Oni Press, though. I like Oni Press. Yeah. So, do. I got some signed photos. Evan Whitten signed this. He played young Elliot and Mr. Robot, which I really like that show. So this was free, actually. He was giving photos out for free and signing him. So it was really nice of him. Yeah, I got Gigi Edgley, who the second time I saw her. Makeup test from Farscape. Yeah, I like that. Not a lot of makeup test photos of her, so just due to her moving her neck around, and the Nabari, I believe it's sort of the character she played, right? I think Kevin Thompson. He played this character in Weird Science. You might remember this scene. I sure do. Yeah, it's cool to see him. Because I think he was there, not last year, but the year before. So I finally got to meet him and talk to him. So that was cool. I got some comics here. Just some interesting ones. This is Dampire, Dampier. I guess it involves vampires. It looked interesting. And IDW, which is, it must be one of the few original IPs they've done, because I know they mainly publish licensed stuff nowadays, which is fine. But I sometimes I'd rather just read original stories, original IPs. Yeah, check this out. Vampire or Dampire, or however you say it, Volume 1, Devil's Son. I only got this one. I figured, like, at least if I don't like it, I don't have to read the rest, and then I can read this one. And then if I do, I can, if I want to read the rest, I can. So I got these two mummy ones. I don't know anything about these other than that Anne Rice was involved with them. Rice is the mummy. Another Anne Rice, the mummy. I don't have any mummy comics. I don't know if I really care for mummy stories. Try it out though. This is Or Ramses the Damned is what it says there on the bottom. And this one, I think this is. Oh, they both say that. Okay. I guess this is issue 7 and issue. I can't tell. Issue 7 and issue 2. I'm not sure. Anyway, I'll check these out. We're in a magazine. There's 7 horrors, and yes, you may recognize some of the actors. I think that's Christopher Lee. If I'm not mistaken. The Gorgon. I don't know, I've seen the Gorgon, so I can watch it again. But from what I understand, Literature of Horrors is based on stories on Hammer films. Yeah, I don't really buy magazines, but I'll check this one out. It was reasonable price too. It was a reasonable price, so I mean, yeah, can't beat it. I got some stuff from SRS, Sub Rosa. I don't buy from them that often, but I figured, they were on a sale. This is a lot of this stuff is Black Friday stuff with some non-Black Friday stuff thrown in. So anyway, this is Church of the Damned and Bad Magic. I believe these are both shot on video. Polonia Brothers movies. Church of the Damned, it's on Voodoo, but I figured it's one of those situations where, because I have a physical copy, I'm more likely to get around and watching it. Whereas if it's digital, I kind of forget about it. I'm one of those people. There's the back there. Yeah. But yeah, Church of the Damned one. Like I said, wouldn't want to see that one. So, yeah, double feature. And I got Psycho Santa 1 and 2. I believe they're both shot on video. I know the first one is, anyway. Yeah. I'm not expecting much from these movies. But I'll watch them, you know. I mean, I kind of have a soft spot for Killer Santa type stuff, so yeah. It's subverting expectations. Sub Rosa, right? I believe that's why it's called Sub Rosa. Anyway, moving on. More stuff from the Vegas Show Comic Con. Just some movies I bought. Big Fish in Begonia. I don't know if I'm saying that right. This is another situation where, yeah, it's available on streaming services, but I'm more likely to watch it because it's a physical hobby. You know, I can see it and hold it and all that stuff. So, you know, I got this at a reasonable price. Yeah, why not? It's been one I wanted to see for a while. Animated movie. Another one I've been wanting. It's been a while to watch this. I'm going to watch this soon. Immortal, which is, I believe it's a sci-fi movie that was made in France. It's pretty interesting. Yeah. And this one, well, I'll do these two first. Yeah. Terror Beneath the Sea, another one I've been wanting to see for a while. And yeah, I don't have that many Dark Sky releases, so why not? You know, Sonny Chiba probably playing against type. You know, it seems like an unusual role for him, but you know, gotta make money somehow, right? Venus Flytrap. This is a shot on video movie. One I've been wanting to see for a while. I took it out of the because it was I heard something and it was just I was doing that and you can still kind of hear that rattling noise. There's a plastic there that's sort of, you know, damaged, but hey, it's all good. Massacre Video, another company that I think I only have one or two other releases of theirs, so I always get to get more of that, you know. I don't know if they're gonna put out if they re-release Black Devil Doll from Hell yet, or that Tales from the Quaded Zone or whatever it's called. Maybe they haven't. I just haven't been paying attention. But anyway, Trauma, Vinegar Syndrome. I've been wanting this one. I figured, why not? You know, Dario Argento. I heard it's not one of his best, but I want to check it out anyway. I like that slipcover too. I mean, that's pretty kind of, you know, it's eye catching, you know, and yeah, you have that lizard there on the back. I don't know if the lizard has to do anything, or it might be a salamander. I don't know. Anyway, yeah. Ooh. Well, I guess I'll go through my 88. My 88 haul here. Another one it's one on my watch list. Amazonia. The Catherine Miles story. I believe this is a cannibal movie, which isn't my favorite subgenre. But, you know, I'll give it a look. This has a documentary on it. I believe there's a documentary on this about cannibal films. Yeah, The Last Supper, The Final Days of the Italian Cannibal Film. I'll check it out. You know, I actually I like watching this sort of documentaries that they include on their releases. You know, 88, and I know Unearth does that sometimes as well. Yeah. Another one that, yeah, it's on Vudu for free, but I'm more likely to watch it because I have a physical release. Blind Date. This is a Nico Mastorakis movie. This has a documentary about it. Looks like, or it looks like, I don't know if it's a documentary, but it covers the films of Nico Mastorakis. There's over 2 hours of, so I'm sure that'll be worthwhile. You know, even if I don't like the movie, at least I'll have that to enjoy, right? Yeah, and I believe I don't know if this is a slasher film or what. It's a slasher classic, so I'm assuming somewhat of a slasher. I don't know. You can see the reflection of I should put this on sleep. Give me a moment. There. Cool. Now you can probably just see my phone on it reflecting off of the. Sorry about the glare. Oh well. Jackie Chan, Crime Story. yeah. Um, I haven't seen that many of his crime type movies. No, I couldn't think of I haven't where he plays like a policeman type character. I think the only one I've seen is New Police Order. I watched Shinjuku Incident. I don't remember him being a policeman in that, but anyway, yeah. I don't. I might get Police Story. I know Criterion has put that up. But there's also a 4K release of I think it's all three of the movies. So I might just get that instead. I haven't decided yet. Um, yeah, it'd be cool to have that though. I mean, just because it's 4K, Yeah. Another one that this one that's been a while since I've seen Curse 2 The Bite. I remember really liking this one. And it involves a guy who's bit by a snake and sort of becomes, like a snake, right? Sequel in name only, although I guess the part about the guy getting, the fact that the guy gets bit, I guess it's a curse in a sense, so it's. I've seen Curse 3. I've seen the first three. I haven't seen the fourth one. So they all involve curses in a sense. But they don't really relate to each other. So you could watch any one of them, and I mean, you could just skip Curse 1. I mean, Curse 1, the first one, yeah, I remember it being all right. This one is far superior. Scarecrow's another slasher type movie. Upgrade from my DVD. I figured, I should upgrade. I was hesitant to a few years back, but I remember really liking this one for it. So I figured, why not upgrade it? Yeah, and it's one of the few good Scarecrow movies. There aren't a lot of good ones, so there's that to consider as well if you're picking this one. I think there's also a Shout Factory release. It might be out of print now. Anyway. Oh, well, I could talk about my Criterions. Yeah, I should talk about my Criterions. Some of these the first three are from the previous sale in July. So it gives you an idea of how long it's been since I did a video. Mainly because I didn't really buy a lot of movies during the summer. Just I was having financial difficulties, and I already had a lot of stuff to watch. Just, I watched a lot of my Kino releases over the summer, so good reasons, right? Beyond the Valley of the Dolls, still haven't rewatched this one. Been a while since I've seen it. Figured, Russ Meyer. Remember really liking it, and that cover art is just wow. Makes you think it's an animated movie, but it's actually not. So Um, well, Russ Meyer. I would either start with this or even Fast and Pussycat Kill if you're looking to get into stuff. You can't really go wrong with either one. Got people actually watch this during the 31 Days of Horror. It was good to revisit this one because I hadn't seen it in years. Yeah, it's still I don't know if it's better than the remake. Is kind of weird. Kind of it's much more should I say obscene, sexual? I don't know. Anyway, this one's pretty good. It's worth checking out. Even if you've seen the remake and you want to go back and check out the original, or maybe you just want to check out both and you want to watch the original first. I'd recommend this one though. Stalker. This one's good. I liked it. I was into it. It's a bit long though. I mean, most Tarkovsky's movies are something you kind of have to make time for them. But worthwhile. And yeah, it's a trip. I probably would go. I would probably get more out of it on a second. If I were to revisit it. Um, but I think there's still a lot to chew on with it. So it's worth checking out. Yeah, especially if you've seen Solaris, which I have. I don't know if that's better than this one. I'd have to go back and rewatch it. But, Breathless. The only 4K I have this time around. Jean-Luc Godard. French experimental movie. From what I believe, it's experimental. Anyway, yeah. This is well, I've seen Weekend. I remember that being kind of a trip. So, and I've seen the remake of Breathless. I figured I should check out the original. You know, it makes fun though, from what I remember. So yeah. Buck and the Preacher. It's a western. I figured, I have it recorded, but I figured it's just one of those situations where I'm more likely to get around to watching it because I have it physically as opposed to digital and forget. Though I am getting better at making lists about what I have digitally and doing random. I'll do put them in a randomizer. It'll pick out a movie for me to watch. So that this could go in a randomizer though at one point. Who knows? I'll be alright with that. Eraserhead. Um, Upgrade from my DVD. This movie I've seen what 2 or 3 times now. Yeah, so yeah, I know it pretty well. David Lynch. It's a trip, and it has 6 of his short films on there. I believe. I don't think I've seen The Amputee, or I may have seen The Grandmother. I don't remember, but I've seen Six Men Getting Sick. Anyway, yeah. Sure, I'm sure it was. I'm sure it's worth the upgrade. You know what I mean? Yeah. So that's one I've been putting off upgrade wise anyway. So I figured, why not just get it? Streets of Death. This is not Criterion. This is Culture Shock, I think. Yeah, this is a Vinegar Syndrome partner label. I bought it during. I think I bought it in July. There was a previous partner label month, which I might get some of those this month. I don't know yet. Maybe 2 or 3 of them, if that. But still, I had been wanting to see this one. It's decent. Nothing too. But it's kind of a crime horror type story. So if that's up your alley, you probably enjoy it. And what else? There's the features alone. I mean, there are a handful of interviews on this, so those are worth checking out as well. So well, there's a couple more. Well, I think I almost dropped something. Maybe not. I don't know. Anyway, 22 Shots Secret Satan. That was in October. I got Buried Alive, which I really like this one. It's made for TV horror movie. Frank Darabont, So actually, some people think that The Mist is he did this. I feel like this one gets kind of forgotten about, It's good though. It's kind of twisty and kind of, yeah. It's surprising, Island of Death, another Nico Masterakis movie. I heard this one was pretty wild. Yeah. Which Island of Death, I think, is an alternate title for Who Can Kill a Child, if I'm not mistaken. So, you may confuse the two depending on where you're from. All that, yeah. I got the Antro Santo set from Indicator or Powerhouse. This is the first 2 Santo movies. Santa vs. Evil Brain, Santa vs. Infernal Men. Which, one thing I wanted to point out is, there's an 18 rating, but I can't imagine that these are that violent. Because I've seen Santa vs. Vampire Women, and I don't remember being that violent or anything, That's just kind of weird to me that it's 18, and there's really no. What does it say here? Suitable only for persons of 18 and over, but why? Anyway, I'll show this off. I really like this cover. This sort of reddish. I guess it's red burgundy. I don't even know, but yeah, I'm gonna keep it on this, but you can reverse it to the Santa vs. Infernal Man cover if you'd like. So, yeah, I look forward to checking these out. And it's interesting because I know, I think it was VCI put out a couple of Santos movies a while ago, but it seems like still not all those movies have been released. It seems. Well, I know there were some DVD releases, but I don't think they were. I think they were in Spanish with no subtitles. Some previous ones, so yeah, it seems like these past few years, Santa's been getting the love that he deserves. I know Vinegar Syndrome, which I'll have to get at some point. They put out a Santa movie as well. So yeah, and I'll watch the dub versions if I have to, if that's the only option. Because I think the VCI ones are dubbed. But sometimes it's the only option you have. And it's better than nothing, right? And I did take advantage of the Severance sale. Their Black Friday sale about a couple things. Yeah, well, Alien from the Abyss. This one looks pretty crazy. Antonio Margaretti. Sci-fi movie. Anthony M. Dawson. That's Antonio Margaretti. That's his pseudonym. Yeah, he might have a few movies under that name, and that's a pseudonym that is like, oh yeah, that's definitely, it's interesting how sort of sometimes you had Italian directors using pseudonyms, and Anthony M. Dawson is one that I'm familiar with. See this North Dom. It's just Franco movie. What more do you need to know, right? Yeah. Yeah, I'll check this one out because I want to watch, I think, 4 of his, because I have one on my hard drive and I have Mansion of the Living Dead, which I haven't gotten around to watching yet. And then there's, I think, Succubus. I was going to watch that, so I was going to watch 4 of his. The reason being is that I just want him to as my top most watched director for this year in Letterboxd. Which, hey, is kind of a silly reason, but whatever. Werewolf in a Girl's Dormitory. This has been on my watch list for a while. Italian? I believe this is Italian. Yeah. And I don't know if this was sleazy for the time or what. This is the original uncut version. So I'm guessing for the time it was explicit or whatever, Yeah, sleazy, I don't even know, but yeah. Can't really resist a movie of that title, can you? Right? And yeah, to finish things out, I got a Violent Streets collection. Thomas Milan, and Umberto Lenzi, movies they made together. Almost Human. So the back. Syndicate Sadist. These are Polizio Tesci movies, or Eurocrime, which I haven't seen that many of them. So, Freehand for a Tough Cop. The Cynic, The Rat and the Fist, and Brothers Till We Die. I don't know whether to watch these in Italian or English. I guess it doesn't matter. Yeah. Well, I'll have to look into that because I heard they play better in English. So, And this includes the soundtrack, 4 remastered soundtracks, 10 plus hours of special features, 5 story classic films. Those on the back. There's Umberto Lenzi, right? Yeah. So, I've been wanting this since it came out, so I figured, why not get it? Just having financial difficulties, I kind of put off buying it, But I had enough to watch over the summer, like I said, with all those Kino. I think I mentioned that I watched a lot of my Kino Lover releases and other stuff I had to watch as well. So, I wasn't lacking when it came to movies to watch. And that's it for now. This may be the last video of this year, actually, because for my understand, Vinegar Syndrome, my Vinegar Syndrome order probably won't be shipping probably won't get that until around the end of the month. But, either way, that's it. Thanks for watching, and I'll put this up tonight, and see you guys in the next video. Take care.